Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and guys, one of the hottest and brightest young talents in the sport of boxing today is officially going to headline Madison Square Garden for the first time. Main event in the Theater at MSG in New York. And it will be on June 8th, Puerto Rican Day Parade. And it's, what a way to main event, a boxing event on the eve of the Puerto Rican Day Parade. And none other than one of the brightest young talents and potential future superstar in the sport of boxing. Xander Zayas, ladies and gentlemen, 18-0, 11 KOs from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Trains under the tutelage of Javier Centeno in Florida. Tremendous trainer who's had and trained Xander Zayas since he was a little boy. From the amateur ranks, from winning 10 national championships and getting him to the point of getting the attention of Bob Arum. Bob Arum signed him at 16, the youngest to ever get signed by Top Rank. The youngest fighter and boxer to ever get signed by Top Rank. And, yep. Xander Zayas, man, this is his time, this is his moment. This is his time, this is for him to shine. It's time for him to shine and get that opportunity and moment on June 8th. And he'll be doing it against Patrick Teixeira. Patrick Teixeira, one of the veterans of the sport, 33 wins, 4 losses, 24 knockouts. Good power. Very tough, very rugged guy. Much more experience than Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas coming into the fight with 18 pro fights, while Patrick Teixeira has 33 wins and 4 losses with 24 knockouts. And Patrick Teixeira, he's also known for beating Carlos Adames, who's one of the most dangerous 160 pounders in the world today, hard puncher from the Dominican Republic. When they fought, Adames was having his way with Patrick Teixeira in the first half, and then until Adames started to fade, Patrick Teixeira was all busted up, bloodied up, a lot of blood on his face. And that second half, he just never gave up, and he saw that Adames started to fade, and he would just start to pour punches on him, swarm him with punches, body shots, head shots. And I was watching the fight, and I'm like, damn, this is who Xander Zayas is going to have to face next. Well, it is what it is. These are the type of fights that Xander Zayas needs for his career if he wants to be the next Puerto Rican boxing superstar. To fill that shoes, that void that hasn't been filled since Felix Tito Trinidad days and Miguel Cotto days. Cotto retired in 2017, so Puerto Rican boxing hasn't had a true superstar since then. It's been a long time. And so Xander Zayas, guys, so Puerto Rico right now has some tremendous fighters and champions like Emmanuel Sensacional, the sensational Rodriguez, a man in the real deal Serrano, future Hall of Famer. You got Jonathan La Bomba Gonzalez, the current WBO junior flyweight world champion. You got the boogeyman at 140 pounds, Subriel Brownie Matias. You got Edgar Berlanga, good fighters, excellent fighters, but none have really. The only one I can really say is Amanda Serrano, but in terms of men boxer, there hasn't been. Subriel Matias has a lot of attention, a lot of fans, a lot of hype. But he has not reached that level. He has not reached where he can go in. He has not had the opportunity to go in Madison Square Garden, headline, and sell it out. So he has not reached that superstar level, unfortunately. He has what it takes, but he hasn't gotten there for some reason yet. Um, the thing is, Xander Zayas may um, take that spot and outshine Subriel Matias. Xander Zayas with the smile, the charm, the personality, means business in the ring. So he's got it all to be that guy. And he's been labeled to be that guy for some time now. And Xander Zayas have been fighting on the card, on Madison Square Garden, on the undercards and stuff like that. Co-mains and against Lavalace, Ronald Cruz. So he's had some fights at Madison Square Garden, but this is going to be the first time. This is the dream that Xander Zayas has been waiting for, patiently waiting for since he began boxing, and that is to follow in the footsteps of Cotto and Trinidad Cotto. Many greats that have fought at Madison Square Garden, Puerto Rican greats. On June 8th, Xander Zayas is going to be stepping in to that position on June 8th for the first time as he headlines main events at Madison Square Garden. The full attention on Xander Zayas as he's the main event. And he's going to have Patrick Teixeira, who's no slouch, tough customer, veteran. He's coming to win. He understands and acknowledges this is all about Xander Zayas. This is a Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend. And he's the underdog, and everyone around him in the crowd is there to see him get executed by Xander Zayas. But Patrick Teixeira has been around the game a bit. Like I said, he defeated Carlos Adames. He's the veteran. And the veteran is coming to do what he's trained to do, and that is to win, and not only win, but spoil the party. This is yes, it's labeled as Xander Zayas. He's advertised as Xander Zayas' first main event at Madison Square Garden, Puerto Rican Day Parade, all that good stuff. But this is boxing. This isn't scripted. This isn't a fairy tale, and maybe the fairy tale can happen. The dream, the beauty can happen. Xander Zayas going in there and beating and putting on the show and beating Patrick Teixeira and giving the Puerto Rican fans, sending the Puerto Rican fans home happy. But this is boxing, like I said. Nothing is written in stone in this sport. Xander Zayas is gonna go in there. He's gonna have to go in there, show his stuff, and Patrick Teixeira looking to spoil the party. The party is advertised, but the party and the celebration is not guaranteed. This is boxing. Unfortunately, this is as real as it gets. And in boxing, there have been many spoilers. Things didn't go the way it was supposed to. So, as a Puerto Rican, of course, I'm hoping Xander Zayas goes in there and put on a show that he's supposed to put on. Rock the Madison Square Garden crowd and building, and put on a boxing clinic and show the world that he is this guy, he is the guy, and the next Puerto Rican superstar. Or Patrick Teixeira can spoil the party, send all the Puerto Ricans home unhappy. They can't sleep. I ain't gonna be able to sleep. I'll be like, damn, this really happened. So, just never know in sport of boxing. This is the reality. But, Xander Zayas, this is it. The toughest test, the stiffest test of his career. June 8th, Madison Square Garden, main event. Xander Zayas gets his opportunity, his dream, his moment to shine. Will he shine and rise to the occasion? Or will Patrick Teixeira spoil the party? Xander Zayas, 18-0, 11 KO versus Patrick Teixeira, 33-4, 24 knockouts. Main event. likely a 10 rounder. Main event of Madison Square Garden should be 12 rounds. And I think Xander Zayas is ready for 12 rounds. He is. Like I said, these are the type of fights that he needs if he wants to be a world champion. It's his goal. If his goal is to be world champion, which it is, and a superstar in Puerto Rican boxing. So this is it, guys. June 8th, Madison Square Garden, June 8th. Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend. Zayas versus Texeria. Let me know what you guys think on this fight. Who you got? Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Austin Cruz. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, guys. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.